Hello Twin Flames and welcome to your weekly energy forecast where we check in with your Twin Flames energy, with yours. And last but not least, our final card is the next steps that you can take in order to speed up the process of your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's begin with a card for your Twin Flame to see what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and what their life is like this week. And we have like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And this is basic love attraction, right? If you desire more of something in your life, you need to embody that quality within yourself first, because that's how it's going to be a vibrational match and attract what it is that you desire. And this is why, when it comes to Twin Flame union, we talk so much about becoming your own ultimate lover first, becoming your own best friend, your own partner, falling in love with yourself first, because of the same principle. So this week your Twin Flame is mirroring your inner state, because like attracts like. So whatever you've been cultivating within yourself is what's going on with your Twin Flame right now. If that has been peace, love, trust, you will see them reflect that back. In some cases, it's going to be instant if you're in contact. If you're not in contact, that might take some time, but that's okay. However, if you have been quite prone to drama, if you've been losing yourself in your story, or, focusing on the why you're in separation and getting all hopeless about it, that's what's going to be reflected in your Twin Flame as well. Another message we get from this card is that your Twin Flame is waking up to the truth that they attract experiences that mirror their beliefs and their state of being. So you might see them questioning their past patterns, noticing that they want more stability and love in their lives, and trying to find a way to manifest that. But the old way wasn't working. The old way is definitely something that didn't get them what they desired, really. So now it's a process of figuring out, what do I do now? How do I go from here? I know that I want to get from point A to point B, and I know the old way is definitely not working. It actually left me very frustrated. It took me from point A to point C. Not ideal. How do we fix that? And this card is also a reminder that your Twin Flame's healing is connected to yours. You're not separate. Many Twin Flames, they might get too caught up in the illusion of separation and think that my Twin Flame is over there and I need to convince them to be with me, and I need to show them that they're the love of my life, right? But actually, as you let go of this need to prove yourself and you realize that you don't need to do that, that's actually how you attract your Twin Flame. You don't have to chase or prove anything, because your Twin Flame is one with you. And the things that are coming up in your relationship right now are misbeliefs that need to be cleared on your side as well. But as you do that, and as instead you embody love and self-acceptance and self-respect, your Twin Flame naturally will meet you there. So that's a great reminder. Like attracts like, and that's especially true when it comes to Twin Flames. Whatever energy you embody, your Twin Flame will return, because they're designed to be your ultimate mirror. Next up, we have your card for your week ahead, and we have the Heart of the Matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. So we spoke about briefly the illusion of separation, not getting too caught up in it, and this is exactly what's going on. Also, check this out. We've got a 2 over here, 22 over there. They're definitely connected. So that's a sign. So this week you're being invited to trust your intuition. You're being guided not to despair over what you see with your eyes. No matter how impossible or strange the situation with your Twin Flame might seem, you're being invited to let go of the story and focus on the feeling more, because sometimes when we focus too much on the story, first of all, that doesn't help us heal the pattern that the story comes from. And secondly, focusing too much on the story, it can be distracting. So instead, just focusing on the feeling. And it's very possible you might get intuitive messages, probably through a dream based on the illustration on this card, or in any other ways that you usually receive your intuitive guidance. So you're absolutely being guided to go deeper and look beyond the surface of what's happening right now. If there's conflict, if there's distance, no contact, uncertainty, what's the real core truth of the situation? And the heart of the matter is always love. This card encourages you to go deeper into compassion also for yourself and your Twin Flame, and to see the bigger picture as to why your twin flame journey is unfolding the way it is, what lessons you're meant to learn on a soul level from that. Also, inner healing and working on yourself, such as mirror exercise, prayer, journaling, they are the key this week. And every week, actually, if you want to see results on your twin flame journey, being consistent about your inner work is so important. But especially this week, because when you get to the heart of what's being triggered within you, that's how you can best understand yourself and your twin flame, and that's how you can shift the whole dynamic of your union into something that's more harmonious and more aligned with what you desire. And last but not least, let's see what your next steps are. What is it that you can do in order to speed up your harmonious twin flame union? And we have forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. That's a very, very important lesson. Because I'm sure, like in every relationships, especially when it comes to your twin flame, stuff gets triggered. Very powerful emotions come to the surface. Maybe there is disappointment here, as the card says. But it's important to remember that you don't gain anything by holding on to the past. And it's important to let go of that and free yourself from it so that you can allow your twin flame to change towards you. Because if you're holding on to a certain image you have of them, you're not helping them move on from this pattern either. At the same time, it doesn't mean that there shouldn't be any consequences depending on what happened. But forgiveness is about you, about freeing yourself from the negativity, and about having faith that change is possible. You don't have to hold on to the past to protect yourself, because the divine is already protecting you. You don't have to put up walls to prevent love from coming to you. So this week, remember that forgiveness is the gateway to deeper peace and to union itself. It's not about excusing behavior or ignoring the pain you're feeling, but about choosing to release resentment so that love can flow again, because resentment is one of the biggest things that can block the flow of love. And it's actually the silent killer of relationships, so that's something to keep in mind. So this week, it's important to go deeper and see, is there something you're still holding on to? It could be toward your twin flame, but it also could be toward yourself. Maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for something, for a mistake you think you've made. It could be towards the divine. Maybe you feel like you were wronged in some way and you didn't deserve all that happened with you. Or maybe it's with another person even. Maybe family issues, those come up a lot on your twin flame journey. And they definitely affect the flow of how things happen. Your twin flame will bring to the surface all the childhood wounds and anything about your parents or your siblings that happened and left a bit of a wound here. So this week is all about healing in that area. Where do you need to forgive yourself or someone else and move on from the past? And forgiveness is what clears the path for intimacy and trust. It restores harmony first within you, and you'll see that mirrored in your twin flame connection. So this is all I had for you, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.